Welcome back to the Urban Ranch, episode 38. Well, we're back in the yard on the ranch, and you can see the linden tree. We've always wanted to preserve that, and what we've done is building a limestone wall around it, as it rides a little bit higher in the yard than everything else will. So, what we've also done here, as you can see, we're getting ready to lay a path of bricks leading up to the front door. Prior to doing that, I want to make sure that we have a proper base to put that on, and you'll eventually see we're going to put down a ice melt system as well, so we don't have to have issues with snow collecting on the main walk up to the front door of the house. You can see that's the electric mat system that goes down there, and then top then will be sand. And place that piece of stone there as kind of the entrance, and that's where the wrought iron gate that we had to have some repair done to that. That'll come back in, and the gate will sit over top of that piece of limestone. And then we have our pavers starting in a herringbone pattern, working back towards the door. This was a beautiful Saturday in September. You can see I'm working right alongside the guys all day. It was just perfect weather. It was a great day. We got a lot done that day. Everybody takes a break, has some lunch, and we get right back to it, getting the vast majority of the pavers down in the yard. And you'll see, looking at the timestamp in the lower right corner here of the screen, we worked that day quite into the afternoon on a Saturday. The guys just, again, couldn't thank them enough. The whole B7 crew, led by Benson, for the work they did, not only inside, but obviously in the outside space here as well. See, we worked until just a little after, about 6:15 on that Saturday. And this is a view of that work from up above on the balcony. Looking down, you can see we've carried some of those limestone pavers down kind of behind the bar area, and then we covered over top of them to keep them from getting stained before we were able to get a sealant on them. Kind of more of that back patio area, and then just in your bottom left corner there, that's actually going to be a parking pad, a parallel parking pad, and we'll see that come into play here in a little bit as well. Guys, lay down the bricks. Need to augment that just a little because we're going to have a big Napoleon grill and countertop and that put in here. So you see the guys kind of laid those bricks down. Chuck comes in, let's pull this back up and get those down the way they need to be so we can have the cabinets and that placed back on top of there. You can see kind of the driveway space there, and there's going to be a fence that's going to come in here as well in a future episode that we'll have the guys put in. So as we're kind of wrapping up this view, what's pretty exciting now is you're going to see this is the pergola being installed. So pretty exciting at this point to really see the yard come together. You can see where those ladders are resting up against. Again, those are IPA walls on either side of a brick. Actually, it's a fireplace, fire-proof wall that we've built, because there's going to be an actual pretty modern Italian fireplace that's going to mount basically where that B7 sign is. You can see this is a structure. It's the name of the company that builds this, locally sourced by the Epic Group. And this is an aluminum pergola. That is pretty interesting. It has louvers that are mechanized, and you can see them from this next view as those are installed from above. You can also see the shutters being installed in the bar area. That was work done by TY Fine Furniture. Tarek, the owner, he and his shop manager Carlin just did a fantastic job on those. You can see the louvers being installed into the pergola here. Also under the pergola will be two 20,000 watt electric heaters, plus that in combination with the fireplace. We hope to really be able to use that space, extend the season in the fall and even into the early spring as well. You can see those louvers go in, and you'll see they actually change color as they move right there. You can see them all move, and they become water resistant. There's an internal gutter system in the pergola. It's pretty sharp addition that we have into the ranch there. So we got more to come as usual right here on the Urban Ranch version 2.0.